What if I told you that Thailand, a nation known for its golden temples and serene landscapes, survived centuries of war, invasion, and foreign pressure and did so without ever being colonized? This is the untold story of a kingdom that defied empires and forged its own destiny. Thailand, a land of golden spires, lush jungles, bustling cities, and serene rivers, but beneath its calm beauty lies a history written in courage, strategy, and resilience. Few countries in the world can boast that, despite centuries of imperial ambition surrounding them, they never fell to a foreign power. Thailand, formerly known as Siam, carved a unique path through history, a story of survival, diplomacy, and cultural genius. So, how did this kingdom, nestled between the British in Burma and the French in Indochina, manage to stay free? Let's journey back in time to find out. Long before the kingdoms we know today, the region was home to early settlers. We're talking about civilizations that thrived thousands of years ago. The Ban Chiang civilization, which dates back to around 1500 BCE, was one of the earliest in Southeast Asia. These people were pioneers, known for their advanced bronze making and sophisticated rice farming. Then, from the 6th to the 11th centuries, the Devaravati kingdom rose in central Thailand. This Mon-speaking Buddhist state was instrumental in introducing Indian cultural influences, including early forms of architecture that would shape the region for centuries. At the same time, the powerful Srivijaya Empire, a maritime force based in Sumatra, brought trade, Buddhism, and its own cultural flair to the southern coasts. Thailand's very geography, a fertile river valley protected by dense forests, provided both opportunity and protection, allowing these early civilizations to flourish while shielding them from larger, more aggressive neighbors. By the 13th century, the first truly Thai kingdom emerged in the north, the Sukhothai kingdom. Sukhothai, which means dawn of happiness, was a game changer. It was here that King Ramkhamhaeng the Great created the Thai script, giving the people a unified written language. Sukhothai also established Theravada Buddhism as the spiritual backbone of the kingdom, a foundation that remains central to Thai identity today. The kingdom's elegant temples and unique art style reflected a new sense of cultural confidence. Sukhothai's philosophy wasn't about conquering others. It was about survival through wisdom, peaceful governance, and trade. But as Sukhothai's influence waned, a new power was rising in the south. In 1351, the Ayutthaya kingdom was founded, and for over 400 years it became the dominant force in the region. Situated on an island at the confluence of 3 rivers, Ayutthaya was a strategic masterpiece, a fortified city that became one of the world's great trading hubs. Merchants from China, India, Persia, and even Europe flocked to its markets. The kingdom's wealth was legendary, reflected in its magnificent golden palaces and countless temples. Ayutthaya's rulers were masters of diplomacy, skillfully playing larger powers against one another to maintain their independence. For centuries, the kingdom thrived, a vibrant center of commerce and culture, seemingly untouchable. But even the mightiest kingdoms face threats. Ayutthaya was no exception. Its greatest rival was its neighbor to the west, Burma. The two kingdoms were locked in a cycle of conflict for centuries, with wars erupting in the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. The struggle reached its devastating climax in 1767 when a massive Burmese army laid siege to Ayutthaya. After a brutal 14-month siege, the city fell. The capital was sacked, its golden temples were burned, and its treasures were looted. The great kingdom of Ayutthaya was left in ruins. It seemed as though the story of Siam might end there. But Thai resilience proved to be unmatched. From the ashes of defeat, a hero emerged, a general named Thaksin. He rallied the scattered remnants of the Ayutthayan army, drove out the Burmese invaders, and unified the kingdom once more, establishing a new capital at Thonburi, just across the river from modern-day Bangkok. In 1782, a new chapter began. King Rama I, the first king of the Shakri dynasty, moved the capital across the Chao Phraya River to a more defensible location. He named it Krung Thep, the City of Angels, but we know it today as Bangkok. The Shakri dynasty, which still rules Thailand to this day, understood that the world was changing. European colonial powers were expanding across Asia, and to survive, Siam had to adapt. The Chakri kings, particularly King Monkat and his son, King Chulalongkorn, embarked on a radical program of modernization. They reformed the government, professionalized the army, and built modern infrastructure like railways and telegraph lines. But crucially, they did this while fiercely preserving Thailand's culture and Buddhist traditions. They opened the country to trade with Britain, France, and other nations, but always on their own terms, ensuring that economic partnership never led to a loss of sovereignty. This brings us to the ultimate question. How did Thailand avoid colonization when all of its neighbors fell? The answer lies in brilliant diplomacy. King Mongkut or Rama IV and King Chulalongkorn, Rama V, were masters of the geopolitical chess game. They understood the European mindset and used it to their advantage. They presented Siam as a civilized nation, one that was modernizing on its own terms and was therefore a partner, not a territory to be conquered. They also made strategic and often painful concessions. They ceded territory in what is now Laos, Cambodia, and Malaysia to the French and British, creating a buffer zone that satisfied the empire's ambitions while preserving the heartland of Siam. This delicate balancing act, devoting land to save the nation, was a stroke of genius. It allowed Thailand to remain the only country in Southeast Asia to never be under European colonial rule. The 20th century brought new challenges. In 1932, a bloodless revolution ended centuries of absolute monarchy and established a constitutional monarchy, a system that remains in place today. During World War II, Thailand found itself in an impossible position. Under immense pressure, it allied with Japan, but a brave and effective anti-Japanese resistance movement, known as the Free Thai Movement, operated both within the country and abroad. After the war, Thailand navigated the complex pressures of the Cold War, becoming a key ally of the United States in the region. The post-war era was also marked by periods of political instability and military coups, but through it all, the nation continued on its path of economic growth and modernization, slowly but surely embracing democratic principles. Today, Thailand is a nation of fascinating contrasts. Ancient temples stand peacefully beside gleaming modern skyscrapers. A vibrant, unique culture, preserved through centuries of challenges, thrives in one of Asia's most dynamic economies. Bustling tourist hubs exist alongside tranquil rural villages, where life continues much as it has for generations. The story of Thailand is not just one of survival. It's a masterclass in adaptation and resilience. It is the story of a nation that learned to bend with the wind, but never break, to modernize without losing its identity, and to thrive without ever surrendering its soul. From ancient civilizations to a modern kingdom, Thailand's journey is a powerful testament to the enduring spirit of a free people. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories from around the world. See you next time.